Alright, guys, what is up? So, I am literally, guys, this is my first time back in a hot minute. Like a hot minute. Um, we are covering, Jesus. Alright, guys, we are literally covering the live weather outbreak that is happening across Dixie. We're having trouble streaming to your destination. Okay, that's fine. Alright, guys, we're going to go ahead and cover the live outbreak that's happening right now. Can I get a... Alright. Alright, guys. So literally, we have currently at this time a tornado warning with an SVR. Um, so looking at this, oh my God, my radar sight is down. That's not good. How old is this? Dude, stop. I guess. Hold on a minute. Alright, guys. So, as you can see, literally in some of the areas down here, if I go ahead and double click on it. Alright, I've got to mute them. Alright, guys. Let me try to find another radar site that I can use. Because that doesn't even show anything. Alright, aha. Oh, okay. Can I get this top one? Oh my God, that looks... Everything is down. Fun. Do you guys get a radar site for me? The ones I'm using right now are down. Alright, guys, so right now... This tornado warning just... So, guys, this tornado warning that we're seeing is literally just disappear. So it's going to be this one right down around here. Okay, sorry guys. So literally, I'm going to go ahead and do a full screen layout for you guys. So as you guys are seeing, we are waiting literally because right here is where the tornado warning would be because of the radar site being down. We've been having this issue literally all day. Hold on. I'm going to go ahead and do this because I can't talk and do this at the same time. Sorry guys. I had to mute. All right. So let me try to find a better radar site. Oh God, thank you. Haha. All right. So literally what we're looking at, as you guys can see. Hold on, darn a pussy. All right, cool. All right, guys. So literally what you're seeing is right now is what we're currently seeing. Um, right now we're not really going to be able to get a decent velocity reading, because this storm right here up by Fayetteville, by Fayette and everything, is literally on the edge of the radar site. So looking at it, you would literally think that, oh shit, you would literally think that we would see, what we would see is the velocity. I have my storm related, so I'm going to share my setup real quick. I have my base reflectivity, my coefficient covariant, my storm related velocity, and my base related velocity on the bottom. Now, let me move this up, because now I can go into StreamYards and do this. Haha. Ryan Hall had problems with his issues, yeah. So guys, literally what we're looking at is like right here in this area is where we're literally seeing the most. But that's not what's concerning us. What is really concerning us is this. Here, let me turn my camera on now. All right. Hold on. Sorry, guys. Having more technical issues. Camera. Everything is closed that's going to be using my camera, and it's not. All right, guys. I'm back. Sorry. I've been having issues already, and I haven't. This is my first time back in there. So let me get my screen pulled back up. Windows. Sure. Okay. So, literally, guys, this storm right here, which is the one we're looking at, stretches all the way down from here in the Gulf, moving all the way up through. I mean, like, you can literally see it clears five different state lines. And literally, what we're seeing is literally a squall line starting down here from Lake Charles all the way up into Vicksburg. Now, the one thing that you guys want to pay attention to that we're really focusing on is these tornado warnings, right? So the tornado warnings down here are getting strong, and they're getting rapidly progressive in each movement that they're making. Now, pull back up on my 7 screen. What is this doing? No. Need that. Thanks. So literally we're seeing right here in this bottom hand storm, we're starting to see some rotation inside of it, and that gate to gate rotation is where we're starting to see a lot of rotation at. When we start seeing rotation like this is where we want to start getting concerned. Yeah, and Pam, you can literally see the debris bolt. Oh, what the hell? Hold on. Let's go do this to me again. Windows. Aha, thanks. Okay, hold on. Let me pull a chair level 3 back up. All right, now I'll try this again because I was just doing it earlier perfectly. What is it doing? Oh my God, I'm having so many issues already with this application. All right, try that again. All right, So yeah, and literally you guys inside of this, inside of these storms, especially this one down here in Louisiana, is where you guys are seeing your debris bowls, you're seeing the couplets produce, you guys are seeing this storm, and you guys can see it up here in the base reflectivity, is where it's getting 110% stronger. So this storm right here has not weakened by any moment. Um, and that's not good. So this storm is going to continue to strengthen overnight when it's moving with it moving north to northeast like it is. Now, reading on, I clicked the wrong thing. Sorry, guys. Reading on it, the National Weather Service in Lake Charles has issued a tornado warning for central of all its parishes in central Louisiana until 4 a.m. CST. At 3:05 a.m. CST, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located over Cotton Port, 7 miles east of Bunkie, moving northeast at 35 miles an hour. Hazard, tornado, source radar indicator rotation. The dangerous storm will be near Paloochaville around 3:10 a.m. CST, Mansoura around 3:15 a.m. CST. And guys, you can literally see how they're mapping literally out where this storm's gonna be. Now, and they're only saying the only other location in this storm, which we've been having issues with the National Weather Service all day long, is they're only giving us brief moments and brief answers of clarity of where these storms are actually going. Gail, how you doing, hon? And guys, literally, we're only seeing brief moments of what this storm can actually do, because with this storm producing is where we're going to have literally the most trouble. Now, hold on, because I am going to text Scarlett's freaking goofy ass and tell her to get in here, because Scarlett's supposed to be here with me. um, but no, guys, like I'm saying, this storm is really taking a lot. Like, it has, like, the environments are so unstable right now. Like, we have seen PDS tornadoes today. We have seen literally so much that you don't think we would truly see in storms. Like, this is going to come in through the day, in night, all around it, and not quit. Like, and hold on, let me get rid of that box because I'm just not seeing the box. Get rid of it. Bye. Thanks. Um, and put this back in the full screen layout for you guys. So literally, as you see, this storm is rapidly intensifying. You can see how it's literally growing, guys. It's growing. It's getting stronger. The conditions. I think he is using radar scope or tropical tidbit. Actually, Pam, I am using what we call GR level 3. Um, it's kind of what meteorologists actually use. It's a more professional radar. It's I don't know how to say it this time. Um, it's more professional. It's more a professional grade than what you would think. Now, looking at the bottom north of the storm, this is where we're having issues with the National Weather Service. Is they're not warning this part of the storm. And as you can see, look how this is turning into a straight line storm. And it moves all the way up. This is turning into one whole system. You guys are going like, Dwayne, what do you mean this is turning into one whole system? Guys, literally all the way down to up here is coming to one big clash. And it's going to. We've been expecting a storm like this to do it for a while. Most of our storms that we've had have been straight. They have been straight lined, which you guys can see the back of the storm down in this area here is more unstable than the front part of the storm. Um, and with that being said, a lot of your tornadoes and everything, so when the back of the storm gets unstable, it provides more of an environment for the storms in the front to start producing rotating wall clouds, rotating shelf clouds, and everything that's needed to start producing your tornadoes. We have seen, personally, I've seen reports today of 1.75 inch of hail come out of some of these storms. Some of these tornadoes that we've had have been rain wrapped. Guys, these are no joke. Um, they're absolutely, literally no joke. And when you're sitting here and you're looking at a storm like this, you guys are going to ask, well, Dwayne, what would you recommend for shelter or anything when you guys are calling out storms like you guys are? Well, I always recommend an interior house away from the windows, right? Away from the windows, a place if a tornado is going to hit your house, you're going to be safe. You're always going to make sure that you guys are safe and you guys are sane. Um, I know during a tornado it's going to be hard to keep up with things. It's going to be hard to keep track of the fact of the matter that of the damages and everything. Do not go outside. Once tornado warnings and everything are produced like this, normally what happens is you start seeing um yeah, Pam, kind of exactly. It's like a derecho. Um, I wouldn't say it's like a derecho. It's actually this storm system is kind of like a derecho. And we're seeing it with the wind speeds, the hails, how some of these tornadoes and rain wraps. You guys can see here in if I go ahead and put this whole storm on a base velocity, you can see here where some of the velocity is going to get unstable. Like right here in the storm, you guys can see those couplets passing through. And now the National Weather Service is having issues calling confirmed tornadoes. We have, hold on, let me put that back in play. All right, cool. We have literally seen where these couplets are at down here in the bottom moving up in the north, and you guys can see them in both separate storms, in both separate tornado warnings. Those couplets right there is where it's concerning issues because they're not wanting to warn the whole storm. This whole middle of the night too, not good. Yeah, guys, also during the middle of the night, that a tornado, um, keep in mind, it's not always going to be, you can't see it during the night. And they tell you that in the warnings, that if a tornado warning does happen in the middle of the night, you're not always going to be able to see it. You're not always going to be able to see what's going on. Due to the fact of the matter that, no, I'm trying to say it right this time. Sorry, guys. Sorry, I'm tired. I need to text Scarlett and see if she's coming. Hold on. You guys gonna hear me talk over Zello for a minute? Eat. Um, Contacts. Save me. Help. Hold on, guys. We're gonna call her. Because if I do this signal, where's signal at? God dang it. We're gonna go here. We're gonna join the call. Scarlett, I know you can hear me, woman. Scarlett, you're in the freaking. Cool, because I'm losing it over here. Alright, guys. Sorry. Scarlett is coming to save my behind. Um, and which she always does. Yeah, hi. Oh man, guys, we're failing on things. Good, because I'm out of whack here. I haven't done this in a minute. Help. Send help. Sorry, guys. I have not done a show like this in the middle of the night in a while, and I'm out of tuned. I'm out of wacko. Um, and then we'll take a look. Oh shit, come back. Come back, baby, come back. All right. Then looking at our CC droppage, guys. You can tell in some of these storms too. This one up in Fayetteville, we're really not going to get an accurate reading on. That just happens. We're not going to get an accurate reading up here on this part of the system because look how far it is into the radar. Now, you guys are going to ask me, what about parts of the other storm that you guys can't see? Well, we're not really focused on the SVRs or anything. When tornado warnings are getting produced, like they just extended this one to 4 in the morning. That one literally just got extended. So literally looking here. So wear helmets, goggles, shoes, and use your beds in areas of your home to protect yourself and your family. Keep your devices charged and have a weather radio on hand. Exactly what Pam exactly just said.
Hold on a minute, guys. I'll see if I can get my camera to work. I'm not even on camera, so you guys can't see my face, and that's fine. And I know that my stuff's a little blurry, and that's okay because Lily, what we're focusing on is the 2 tornado warnings. Now, guys, we have had tornado warnings pop on and off all night long. It has been nonstop. And then you have this special marine warning right here. That one special marine warning that's sitting all the way on the other side. Ooh, wait, National Weather Service has just issued another tornado warning. And then, guys, this is what we have, literally flash flood warnings. Because, like I said, so we're not really worried about the flash flood warnings. You guys can see all these storms and all the special marine warnings that we have. Guys, they're wrapped pretty much together in one. They're pretty much, God dang it, Dwayne. They're pretty much wrapped together in one whole system. And here's... Sorry, I've been smoking like a racehorse today. I went through 2 packs of cigarettes, and I probably shouldn't be, but I'll give myself lung cancer later. No, thanks. Jam Cantori is just getting up. Yeah, a lot of streamers, guys, have been having issues. And while Scarlett's getting here, a lot of streamers have... Guys, for some reason, it's not letting me turn my camera on. For a lot of reasons, guys, during storms, you guys think, well, why can't we... Why are you guys having so many issues? Why can't you guys stay up and running? Why can't you guys do this? Why can't you guys do that? Because of the fact of the matter, when we're in the middle of the storms, I'm just giving you guys a heads up, we have technology issues out the yin yang. And guess what? It's okay. It's literally okay to see the fact of the matter. You know what? Is he on YouTube or Facebook, Pam? Because that's my next question. Your kitten is crawling all over you, so we got you. Yeah, my kitten is literally also crawling over me, so I'm trying to be a little bit more professional here with this. And, why is Restream not wanting to work? Save changes. Try to rerun Restream. I can just remove Restream. Do that. And Restream again. All right, now we're back on Restream. Freaking working. Oh my god. Okay, hold on. Settings. Oh, hey, Scarlett's in here. Please tell me that is Scarlett Anonymous coming to save my ass. Scarlett, is that you?
Of course. Why aren't you sharing your screen for radar?
Because I wasn't, and it's been giving me issues. My internet's dropping.
No.
Okay, so, yeah, back up. Okay, I'm going to put this back in a 7-view screen. We're going to go ahead and close that son of a bitch, because I don't need that. We're going to put that there. Sorry, I can't have Zello up behind me because all the talking's confusing me.
Well, it should help you understand where the cells are.
Well, I'm seeing them. And guys, look at this too. We have literally, look at Fayetteville. It's starting to get a hail core on the inside of it.
Well, see, Fayetteville's about to get hit again, and it's not good.
Well, my issue with Fayetteville, if you're looking at the radar site, we're coming at a radar range. Because here's where technically the radar would end, is right here. Down on this outside gray line. Which a lot of people are asking, why can't we see in here? I'll put this back up on a full screen basis. Why can't we see, when it comes out of here? Because once the storm comes outside of a radar image, we can't really do much. Just hope and pray we can find another radar site to use.
Yep, that's it. It was once radar goes down, you are out of luck.
But the one thing, Scarlett, I've told them is most of these storms today have literally been out of radar pocket.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. They've either been too close or too far away. That is true. And we're struggling right now because basically what's happening with this system is that a separate low-level jet system created basically like a mini hurricane within this big, giant coast-to-coast land hurricane that is holding itself down. Yeah, which is holding itself down here, pulling all this moisture in off of the Gulf. And then there's an outflow and inflow boundary that's a little bit north.
About right here.
That is set up right up by Fayette and where this tornado warning is. So then on the back end, it's pulling in that air. You can see how on the left side it's degrading there up by some of the flash flood warnings because it's pulling in that inflow air. And it's feeding those systems and it's wrapping it around in. And that's why we're getting rotation in these cells and getting multiple tornado warnings at once and them just popping off of the line here.
Right. And one thing I was explaining to him too is like the one thing people really won't understand is like, why are there tornado warnings in the front of the storm but not in the back of the storm? So the back of the storm is always going to be your strongest point of the storm. Because that's where the most energy is in the back. That's the most stable part of a storm. Is the backside. And see, I learned that going through med ed. Med ed was one of my greatest things that I've learned. Your back part, so like right here, down here by Mark's Bow, down by Turkey Creek, Pine Prairie, is always going to be your most stable part. But watch when you get up here into Marksville, Natchez, Fayetteville, you guys start to see the instability in the storm.
Yep. And then you start seeing these open air, these little pockets where it's clear on radar, and that's where that air is coming in, inflowing and feeding into that system, that good notch that's right there. What is that town? I can't see what that is because it's so small. But, oh, thank you, Dwayne. Yep, there it is right there. That's the town that I'm talking about. You see that inflow of air that's coming in and it's feeding that cell, which then made it spin up into the tornado warning we have now. Because if you notice through the last few frames, it got larger.
Yeah, it's definitely, and you can tell, especially the one up here in Fayetteville. You can see that hail core slowly came in, and then watch it just disappear. You see that on this one frame, and I'll just zoom in a little bit more for you guys to see it. So when we're talking about a hail core, and we always look on radar can for different apps, different things. Like I said, I'm using a more professional grade version, something that a meteorologist would use because I can understand that better than Radar Scope, Radar Omega, things like that. It's just a little easier because this is down planning right to National Weather Service standards. Which can also,
and this is why they have such a hard time calling them, because we're using ultra student grade type things, but they want to use GR level 3, which I mean it's great, but you do see that pink blob, which is the hail core. That's something to always look for when you see in storms. Something white or pink is always going to be like a hail core.
And Scarlett, I can tell you, through the years that I've been doing this with looking at radar, I am to the point where I can start using this, and when we start looking at it from our own eyes, we can start picking things out that the National Weather Service won't see. And me and Scarlett were actually on the phone, I think it was like last week or 2 weeks ago, when we had that huge other system come in.
The other Dixieland outbreak, yeah.
To where we called them and, hey, look, we seen this, and it was warned within 45 seconds of me after me getting off the phone.
True.
So, I'm going to put it back up.
And we've had a lot of warnings pulled tonight with United National Weather Team, to be honest. We've had to call many different National Weather Services. I just got off the phone with Baton Rouge before I came on the stream. That's why I was busy for a minute.
What did Baton Rouge want?
Well, because we were trying to get this whole line warned, and then they pulled that special weather statement on the whole thing.
Right. And so, like, guys, I'm in StreamYards using this. This is, like, why I love GR Level 3, because I can be broadcasting with you guys and showing on the back end side of what I'm looking at and what I'm seeing. Unfortunately, this ain't how meteorologists really do things. They do things from a freaking green screen, which I think is fucking stupid. That's just one way.
I mean, we could get a green. I have a green screen, actually.
I mean, I could get one, but I'm not going through that to have a radar standing up on my 2 feet looking like a dumbass. I'm sorry.
Oh, I would. That'd be great. I would be like, boom, boom, look at this. Watch this inflow pocket. Boom, boom. No, I need a pointer, too.
Only you, Scarlett.
Yep, that's how it works.
And we're going to zoom in, because I really...
No, that's velocity, Pam. Green is coming and red is going. That's velocity. But you have the idea right, but that's for the velocity. Now, this is reflectivity.
So what the base reflectivity was, and I'll kind of explain this one. So the base reflectivity is where we can really see what the rain's looking like inside the storm.
Right.
So your green, like you're seeing, like right here on this side, where you see the green on the outer bands of the storm, is how light the rain's really coming in. This is where the green is actually where you would have a lot of your visibility. The light rain. And then you move in to the yellow. And I'm moving my mouse according to Streamlabs to get lined up with this storm. And then here, where you guys see the yellow start mixing in, is where you guys are going to start seeing like between medium and high rain speeds. Now, when you're getting into the red, it's where you're going to start losing your visibility. You're going to start hearing it like really pounding on your car or on your roof, on your air conditioner, like I hear every fucking night when it pours. And then the pink, like Scarlett was saying, if I zoom in on the system, which the radar's getting ready to update here in the next 15 minutes, where'd it go? Okay. So like here, I'll pause it real quick once that hail core comes in. Come on, you bastard. All right. And then you see your pink. Then you see that pink side of the storm. You see this. This is where you want to start getting concerned. Yep. Is when you start seeing, because
you see how it's darker red closer to the pink, you guys. You see how it's like red, lighter red, but then darker red and like variations of darker red. That's what you'd want to be concerned. And then you might want to turn on something like the velocity to see if we're seeing a couplet, see if we're seeing debris aloft. That can let you know if a tornado is on the ground or if it's just kind of hovering above.
So see? Now, right there, I wouldn't really call that what we would call a confirmed tornado.
No, I would definitely say it's doing something and could be maybe turning into a couplet right now in this scan in particular.
Right. So in this scan, guys, this is not when the update was originally done. As you guys can see on my screen, it's about to update in 21 seconds. So this, Pam, is the base velocity. Now, guys, here's the thing. There's two different forms of velocity that you want to look at when looking at a storm. You want to look at your base velocity. What is the air inflow and the air outflow? Which is when you start seeing that green. Scarlett, remind me if I'm wrong. I believe red is your intake and green is your outflow. Or is that backwards?
Red is going away, and green is coming too, I believe.
Okay, so I was backwards of what I was saying.
Maybe, I don't know. It's late, and I've been up for 2 days doing storms, so anybody can feel free to correct us on that.
Green is coming and red is going. Pam said that just right.
Oh, okay.
There. And then, so the other one you want to look at, if you take a look up here on I gotta go back to GR level 3. If you take a look at this side of your velocity, this is really how I start looking at the couplets.
Oh, is this like your storm relative?
This is my storm relative velocity. So this is where I start looking at the couplets. This is where I
I've
start
never got
looking.
to see GR level 3, but I just assumed that's what it was.
So here, this is normally what I look at when I'm looking at a storm, and I'll just lay it all out for you.
Is the correlation coefficient at the bottom left?
Bottom. So yep. So how I always have it set up is I have my base reflectivity in the top left, the CC is in the bottom left, my storm related velocity up here on the right hand side on the top. Oh no, hold on, I need to fix that. Yikes. And then I have my base reflectivity, my base velocity down here on the bottom. Sorry guys, I've almost been up for 24 hours doing this.
So have I. I know it's rough. I know we're working on it.
And then,
bear with us because this is an outbreak, but this is how important it is because this outbreak is so serious. It's hitting so many people, so many populated areas. Some people tonight are getting hit over and over again.
and then,
It's unfortunate. Oh,
then there's something I want to explain.
What's that?
So, this is your mesoscale discussion.
Oh, so what do we got? What meso do we got on that?
So, mesoscale info is, I think that's going to be the strength is 3, 4, 6, 8.
Mm.
Your LLRV, which is your part of your velocity, is 33 knots.
Ooh, that's going pretty fast.
Your LLDV, which is still part of your velocity, is 42 knots. Your base is 13 kilometers in KFT. What the hell does that mean, Scarlett? I can't remember now.
All of these storms, Gale, do have dry spaces to feed off right now. It's got an inflow boundary that's coming in and notching in at different parts of the storm when we have it zoomed out. And that's been the biggest issue right now. Yeah, go back to, and so that's what's spawning all these storms because it's pulling in moisture from the Gulf, bringing it all the way up, and then on the back end where there is no rain, these inflow boundaries are coming in and notching it in with the winds because the low level jet that's set up for this whole winter weather outbreak up here by me is locked over by Nebraska and is getting closer to Minnesota. So it can't really go anywhere further than that. So it's just kind of training these storms in a smaller low-level jet system that developed earlier where some of the air kind of blocked itself from moving and now some of the systems are kind of stuck in place.
Right, exactly. And one thing you guys need to realize too is the storm is being produced right here off the edge of the coast.
Yep.
Because like Scarlett said, all that moisture in that cool air, that's what's bringing in a lot of your cold air right now is the lakes, because the lakes are getting colder around this time. The lakes are getting cold. So when you start bringing cold air in and mixing it with this,
and there's warm, high dew point air that is out there ahead of those.
It's going to make a really unstable environment. We've seen in a lot of the storms that we've seen, and I'm not even going to lie, has been in the same exact line as what this is right now. And what we would call this is a squall line or a straight line.
Well, it developed because earlier today, when it was going through Texas and the Texas Piney Woods, it had two separate distinct channels on it, right? Then earlier when everybody in radar room was looking at it, I was like, watch this, you guys. I was like, there's some inflow boundary notches that are going to pull this storm into itself and it's going to go into one big line. And we watched and saw, and that's what happened. And now I told him, I was like, these storms are just going to kick up discreetly and keep pulling up like a wall of tornadoes because the moisture is coming all the way from the ocean now. And that's what we're seeing. Unfortunately, I've been able to call it, but it's only because of that stationary cyclone within a cyclone feature that somehow created itself in this storm. I mean, it's insane when you really think about it. We have a land hurricane currently happening, Winter Storm Diaz, and then you get a second one inside of the first one.
pretty much, and like I was saying, guys, is the one thing that you really want to pay attention to when you're looking at a huge system like this, because earlier this was separated like right here. It was two separate systems of its own, and it was
Yep.
all the way over like here. You can't see the rest of the states because of the way the radar is.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, it would have been on the other side of Texas, yes.
And it literally moved.
And it was up in Oklahoma. I mean, they got their butts whooped last night.
From
Texas and Oklahoma and the Panhandle, they got their butt whooped.
And now we have transitioned from down here all the way over to here. Now we have seen this area
training for the last. I mean, honestly, we're gonna get on 12 hours here soon. Of this area specifically, Alexandria, all that going over and over and over again.
And the one thing you guys want to pay attention to, and I tell everybody this in the middle of a tornado, and a warning, pay attention to how dark it's going to get outside, especially if there is heavy rain involved. And I'm going to shut my...
Oh, what's that? Okay, that cell that's south, it's got a mezzo on it when it goes.
That one?
Mm-hmm. What's that one doing? Because that looked like something.
So this
I'm glad you know me so well, because nobody else would be like, everybody else would be like, where? We've been doing this for so long that you know.
Yeah, and we'll have so many meso. And here's another thing before we get on this. We will see so many mesoscale discussions on these storms. We can't keep track.
Correct. That's how it was earlier. There were so many mesos that were coming out. We had to call tornado emergency like 4 times on the channel to try to bring all radar techs in because there's so many mesos. Now, did they just make that bigger?
They just issued a 3rd tornado
warning. Yes, they did. Now go up there and zoom in on that new warning.
Hold on. I can do one even better.
What you got for me?
We have the warning itself.
Well, that's great, but I want to see what it's doing on radar.
All right, so let me close this. Let me exit that. What the fuck?
That's why that other one caught my eye, because it was like cycling. And then you see that inflow notch, though? See that good old inflow notch that came right before then?
Right.
Mm-hmm. See, there it goes.
I'm going to click this. Get rid of the HCA. I don't want to look at that. It's not relevant. Thank you. Fuck. So you guys can see the main things I would look for in a tornado. I can't really look for in this cell. In these 3 screens. Now, what I could do if I wanted to.
But that depends on how far we are away from the radar station, so on and so forth.
Not far.
And that could be why, too, because we're too close. Radar has to go out and then kind of down to Earth. So if it's underneath it, it won't be able to see it.
Now, I can catch it on
Kilo
Delta Golf X-ray.
Okay.
I can catch it here. And now
look at that.
What I'm really seeing is I'm starting to see couplets.
Yeah, look at those. What if that could be Twisted Sisters if they both create their own?
They could, but what I'm really going to start looking for now, and I'm going to explain this to you guys.
But look at that deep convective inflow notch, though. That's right there. In the base for there. Look at that. Yeah.
But and here's a little bit of training for you guys. If you guys ever look at a radar, the one thing I always look for to call a tornado, let me put it back in 1, and then do this, and then do this, and then look inside the warning itself. I'm going to look at this square, and then I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to watch the percentage drop. Because once it gets down into here,
I'm going to try to get the studio back up on Mr. Tire's phone. I will be right back.
Okay. I'm going to look at right here. What are in here? Hold on, I can do this so I can also see your guys' comments. I'm going to look all the way over here and watch this one square move. all the way down. I can watch that and call it confirmed just on this alone. Just by the way that it drops in a percentage. Because when I watch it drop in a percentage, guys, what I'm really looking for is how unstable is it going to be? How unstable is this storm really about to get? And you can tell when I come over here in my base velocity, no, my base reflectivity, I'm going to get a whole better understanding of what's happening here and down below the storm. Because now you guys are looking going like, Dwayne, but you can't really tell with this one. That's fine. I'm not worried about that storm. I'm not worried about that system because as you guys can see, I have smaller systems over here too that are building right here. And I can go ahead and click stop. Oh, did they take my other tornado warning away from me? Those bastards. They did. Of course they did. Okay, so guys, you can see the last tornado warning we had was past Fayetteville. It was literally the box was inside Fayetteville, right? So now literally I get a better look of what's happening inside my storm. I can look at my storm related velocity. I can see it starting to drop. I can look at my base reflectivity and I can start to see the couplets. What is the dew point there? It's warm, Gail. It's gonna be really warm. Whew. Speaking of warm, I'm burning up. Oh shit. I can literally look at so many different things and so many different angles of the storm and go like, this thing's gonna drop. Which, speaking of that, I need to go here. I need to go here. I need to go. So, go. God damn it. Anybody got a copy on me? Hello? All right, cool. Hey, I'm looking at that new system, that new tornado warning that just popped up for Mississippi for Claiborne, Copia, and Jefferson. I'm starting to see some velocity, some really good velocity on this, and on the CC. And I'll tell you what radar set I'm using real quick so you get it. Kilo Delta Golf X-ray. I'm starting to see the correlation coefficient starting to drop on it. So literally this storm might produce a tornado if it's strong enough with the way that the velocity and everything's starting to get. (10-4), and what I'm seeing is going to be right on the lower half of the polygon. It's going to be between Union Church and Red Lick. Like, it looks unstable. I had to switch radar sites to see what was going on. I guess we are also waiting for Scarlett to get back. I'm gonna put that. Now, with how much rain is on the inside of that and how dark it is, I don't think we're going to be able to see it if it even tries to drop it, unless the CC and velocity pick it up somehow. Yeah, Gail, the jet streams are wacky. 10-4. Yeah, I'm currently streaming with Scarlett at this point, so we're sitting here watching them, and that's why I figured I'd come to you guys and go like, hey, they're not that far. And from looking at it, dude, the velocity and everything is just getting tighter. And then up on the right hand corner, sorry guys, I'm also talking on Zella for all of y'all that are listening on the stream. I don't know if you can hear him back. Looking on the outside of it, if you go up on the outside of the storm, on the base velocity, you can see a nice gate to gate velocity right up beside Carpenter. Sorry, Scarlett. I was also talking on Zella for a minute.
I heard you because I switched devices so that I could hear.
I was letting
myself.
I was letting I was letting Aaron know, like, hey, look, this is what I'm seeing, because now what I'm really paying attention to on the outside of this storm, and I'm gonna show you what I was talking about, is I'm not even worried on what's this is, where you see the gate to gate, side to side. Hold on.
Pulling up some, that's for sure.
Scar.
Yeah, we got a F5.
I just got the guys in the background. Don't worry.
Hell, 3/4 of an inch, 60 on the max UVC.
That's Don, everyone.
When I go to talk, mute me.
And that is in the upper
yeah.
of the tornado.
Hold on, I gotta go find your. Let me go find you in the thing, and then I'm gonna pull your volume, adjust your user's volume. Yep, there you go.
10-4. Take a look here in a moment. I'm checking this other cell out.
The jet streams are wacky, Gail. That's the truth, and they've been like that for a long while. And then we had a gamma ray burst last year that we never even heard about.
Right, yeah, and guys, on the back end side of the storm, like I was saying, is where I'm really starting to get concerned, because I'm sitting here watching the playthrough, and it's, I mean, that velocity change, and I'm starting to see it on the storm-related velocity like this. I really do think that this tornado's gonna drop. Like, this tornado warning might actually drop into a tornado, or like there's should be no way it shouldn't.
Well, in a little bit here. I'll keep my eye on it, and anything I'll let you into.
10-4. See, and guys, if you guys can hear in the background of the dude that's talking, he is one of our team.
I've been dealing with the NWS all week so far, and every single time I've had to put something out, they either extended something or they put it out. So I'm doing pretty good so far with him.
Yeah. No, he's done really well this week. Like, honestly, the National Weather Service has been listening to Ern when he calls them, so I do appreciate them for that, because at least they're listening to us. You know, we let them know, hi, we're United National Weather Team. You know, we've got our radar techs watching it. You know, they've got their level 3 certifications. Like, don't worry about it. Like, you know.
Hold on, Scar.
Another one. Definitely there's some rotation going through Blue Hill and McBride. That one's headed towards Bernil and Barlow. So we've got to keep our eyes on this one. That is a tornado warning storm as well.
That's going to be the Louisiana one.
Yep. Same, Gail. I also heard about it after the fact, you know? So it's like, it's one of those things where it's like, you know, it's something we probably should have known about, besides all the other space weather, pole shift, grand solar minimum.
Because there's still a lot going on with it. Still got a lot of wind, still got a lot of rotation, so I believe they're going to extend this one out more.
Yeah, looking at it, it should get extended, because, I mean, there's a little bit of velocity inside of it, not much. but just from the way that it's looking, it's unstable in its own. And that should be clear to see because that tornado warning right there that you're talking about, their Earn is not. It's not rain wrapped. So if anything produces in that one, you should be able to see it quite literally well.
And that should be a pretty decent one to identify. Hopefully nothing big. We won't know nothing until we get reports back by the NWS on what the damage report is. But I mean, otherwise, it's something I can look into. Other than that, I will be monitoring up until 6 a.m. So
there's a hail core right there too.
And let's do this job right.
That's scary.
It is scary. Space weather does affect us all.
And right there on the outside of that storm you were literally just talking about, there's a small hail core that just popped up.
Reed Timmer was on these storms earlier.
Yeah, no, I see it.
He had like the young boy with the drones.
Look at this. Go 3D on this one. I think I want. Oh boy,
Restream's having issues.
I seen that. It sent us a letter about, or a notice about it.
I just removed it.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
But no, guys, literally these storms have been nothing but back to back. I got woken up at 8 o'clock this morning. Yes, I'm with United National Weather Team, but I also
cloud tops are at 60,000 feet. That's in the up.
Jeez, fuck this.
I know. That's what I'm saying. It's like coming in with inflow air that's so high top that it's just feeding it in and just pulling it in, just sucking it in at this point. It's like a straw, like a kid who's thirsty after running around in the hot sun with a straw. And they're like slurping on a Slurpee and they're just like taking up all the drinks. But like that's what this line is doing. You know, I hate to make euphemisms and metaphors when people's lives and property are on the line, but that's, you know, to explain to, you know, our viewers what we're thinking. You know, what happened to radar?
I pulled it down for a minute because the internet went wonky again. Give me a second, I'll pull it back. I'll give it like 2 minutes.
That's cool.
But Scar, I love you, and I'm going to correct you on what you just said. Scar, in every storm that we've done together, you have used a euphemism. I don't want to hear that I'm sorry no more. You use it every time.
I mean, to be fair,
I love you, but I'm tired of hearing I'm sorry for that.
True, because I shouldn't even be sorry. You're right, Dwayne. Fair enough. That's true, Gail. You know, geological evidence does show major earth changes from space weather events. You know, one of our techs, Don, is really into space weather and all the events, and we talk about these things and how we feel that they are affecting, you know, our current situation why storms are so extreme.
It's ramping up pretty well.
See, I can listen to Earn and talk at the same time.
I'm relying on you because it's echoing through me because I have.
Okay.
We're approaching to Jackson there.
Well, I could get closer
We're
to
tracking
it.
towards Jackson. I'm still taking a double look at a lot of these here.
This storm has to be moving at least at 55. I'd say anywhere between 45 to 50 miles an hour at this point because it's just ramping up. Guys, you're asking how I'm judging the speed on it just based off of this. How far?
Some of them actually are only moving at like 20 miles an hour, 30 miles an hour, even 40. Some of them. The one at Jackson, that one's only going like 20 miles an hour right now. It's starting to stall itself out a little bit.
See, and that's what I'm worried about is these storms stalling out.
That's what me and Scarlett are literally talking about right now. We're so concerned about them stalling out because if they stall, it gives them time to repressurize and just boom.
Yeah, and just explode. It'll just be like a wall of tornadoes.
Just southeast of Fayetteville, it's stalling out.
No, it's not.
And I was hoping for that to happen because once again, the thing will blow up and explode before you know it.
Yeah, see, and this is what they were worried about earlier is the whole line's going to stall out potentially because of this.
One of the biggest outbreaks I've ever
seen. Guys, I want to explain what they mean. Oh, the radar site's down. Fuck.
Which, oh no. Ask the guys for a new radar site.
Hey guys, the radar site on GR level 3, which is going to be shit, if I don't cut myself off, which would be Kilo Delta Golf X-ray. It's not even refreshing it anymore. It's just saying retrying like 3 different times. You guys got a different radar site for me? This is the third one I went through.
I've been a level 3 radar tech for close to a year now, and honestly, I enjoy it. I love it. I love doing the alerts too. Just sometimes I wish I had more of a pause in between, but hey,
That's
this
what we
is
do
what
by
we
alerts right here.
we took what we want to do, and it's great to have a team that knows what they're doing.
Yeah, I can't find another radar site to look at this Fayetteville storm, and that's concerning with it stalling. You guys can still
You're
see
having
my
a
screen, right?
difficult time with Kilo Delta Georgia X-ray.
Yeah, it will say the next update's like in a minute, and then like 20 seconds later, it says retrying. So I don't know if it's getting too far away, or if that bottom part of the storm is starting to hit the radar site.
That could be. Actually.
Can't
Did
always.
you try tilt 2 or 3?
Oh yeah, did you try the tilt?
No, but I can change everything.
Change tilt. Go to tilt 2.
I can
Go to tilt 2 or 3 on that, and see if you can't see it better.
I can go to 0.9 again. Hold on. Let me go to 0.9. Oh, okay. Hi, hello. Oh, that's supposed to be. God damn it, Dwayne. Get your shit together. And yes, my language is supposed to be clear, but I'm sorry. When have I ever not had a potty mouth?
I know, Dwayne.
And then look at this.
This Utica, this cell north of the tornado warning.
I can't even.
It looks like something too.
2 or 3. That should help you a little bit.
Tell him I'm trying right now.
I'll try to find you another radar site here that maybe will help.
Scar, tell him I'm trying right now.
Have you tried? Oh, see if, let's see.
Can you let him know real quick?
KLIX.
Lima and Mike is down right now for maintenance, so it's not like you can use that one.
Oh, fuck.
Try KLIX.
I'm not sure if you'll have within range by using Alabama's off of Kilo Bravo Mike X-ray.
Kilo Bravo Mike KMBX. I can try. Let's see if Alabama. Nope. Alabama.
Otherwise, try KLIX. Otherwise.
KLIX.
Because I can get everywhere up there with KLIX.
Yeah. No, I'm not even going to. Nope. I'm not going to get an accurate reading off of it. This is the one thing that sucks about GR level 3.
I'm still here.
Yeah, see where Omega still has got me good, and I still see both. Oh, good. There's two areas of concern though. I need to put my layers back on because I need to tell them that. Oh, I don't know. I don't think you can do that.
What's going on from the Fayette?
Those couplets are
straight towards Barlow right now, and Burnell. Burnell's about to get hit direct. Same with Violet. Violet's already getting hit. But Burnell, it's just coming into the area here in another 3 minutes.
I got gate to gate by Utica.
What about this little cell back by Roxy that's behind the tornado warning storm?
I'm about to check. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to. Hey, Ern, not trying to interrupt Scarlett. Sorry, Scar. Up by Utica, there's more gate to gate, and it's starting to get more broader on the velocity. And looking at Utica is about to get fucking freaking slammed.
Ooh. Also in this Three Rivers Wildlife Management area, there's a decent velocity signature, and over by Moreauville, by Spring Bayou State Wildlife Management area, and Borderlandville that got hit earlier tonight. Yeah, we need to keep an eyeball on that because it's part of it is special weather statement. Statemented. I don't even know what the verb would be for that.
Well, there's no more special weather statements. There's just flash flood warnings now.
There's one special weather statement that expires in 84 minutes. At 4:03 a.m. Central Standard Time, Doppler radar was tracking.
Watching, read different parts of the storms, more in the northern here.
10-4 on that. Yeah, no, it just looks really interesting, and they just popped a special weather statement behind it, going back all the way up towards Holly Beach, where all those tornadoes were going through earlier, so we should definitely, keep eyeballing that.
In daytime, you get a strange color of yellow greenish light. At nighttime, you don't get that. Hell no. We don't get when we're
there
dealing
right now. What's going on with it?
Yeah, that's true. Like when there's a tornado, you do get that like strange, weird yellow, pink, green, puke color before a tornado.
I appreciate it.
During the nighttime, we don't get shit.
No, you just get darkness. It's awful, and all these poor people have been dealing with this all night.
This tornado warning storm up here in Blue Hill and Burnell, Barlow.
That
one has a big concern because that's going into some populated areas.
Blue Hill and Vernell. Hold on.
Yep.
Where the fuck is that at? Blue Hill and Vernell. God damn it, Dwayne. Guys, this is the one thing I hate about GR Level 3. You have to literally scroll around and look. Okay, Blue Hill and Vernell. Okay, let's try to pull this out.
That will be the McBride area in a 552.
Look for the 552 road.
And about 5 or so minutes coming into Burnell and Route 547.
I'm only going to get
Okay, yep, I got it.
Where's it at?
It's in the tornado warned cell.
Okay, so it's going to be in this one here.
Yep, it's in the tornado warned cell. Yep, keep going. Yep, just zoom in a little bit more.
Starting to get some hail core signatures out of this.
As soon as I'm able to play it, I got 4 seconds before I can play it.
There you go. It's like right in there. Yep, it's like right in there.
I'm waiting.
That's where it's at.
It's retrying. God bless a fucking America. All right, guys. Well, that's retrying. I'm not going to leave y'all to watch this update. So, quit screen. Why do I keep clicking quit screen sharing? I've been doing that a lot lately.
I don't know.
Put that back there.
I know.
And I can just go and just.
Yeah, I'm down here by Pine Prairie,
There you
Turkey Creek, and Drill Flat, and Mammoth, where it's all kind of starting.
And guys,
Yeah,
I'm going to say this. I don't know how much longer I can keep looking at flashing colors of radar.
I feel that too, though. I mean, we wanted to just kind of give this update. We'll probably be back.
No,
I'll be back.
I'll be back.
Yeah, we'll be back today, because this isn't going to end. This is going to probably be 2 more days of this.
And
for
guys,
this area.
Be ready for the 4 p.m. Central Standard Time, so it's going to be mine and Scarlett's time. Oh, yeah, they don't know. Hold on. Life update. Hold on. Life update.
Burnell, I'm getting a minus 4.47.
I haven't been on air in a minute.
I'm getting 5 miles per hour.
Life update. I'm in the same state as Mel.
Oh no, they didn't put they didn't put a slight risk over me, Dwayne, because of the snow. Come on now. Come on now, I just went to the SPC.
Hold on, let's go.
This isn't fair.
Let's go look at the SPCs together. Hold on, guys. We're gonna do something together that I normally don't do.
I have a whole mesoscale discussion.
There's some rotation on that one.
Oh, it's not where I am. Thank goodness. It's close to, though.
All right, so you guys can see my screen. I'm on the Storm Prediction Center.
No,
that's not what I want.
Tornado watch is in effect.
Day 1.
Clear up to
day 1. I forgot. God damn. Nope. Stay tuned.
So we'll see how this ends up.
There was a mesoscale discussion on it. There's still one on that tornado watch down there.
Hail report down there at Roxy of 1.
Oh, yeah. This is its own system. Look at the Cape lines on SPC for the mesoscale discussion. Like, no way. Okay, now look. Okay, so mesoscale discussion would be
it's the forecast.
No, go back. Okay, go back. Okay, when you're on the forecast, when you're on Storm Prediction Center home screen, go back. Go to SPC products. Go to Meso discussions. See it on the left-hand side? It's like the fourth one in all SPC forecast current watches, Meso discussions. Go down, yeah. Meso discussions.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah, now click that. Click that red one.
Okay.
Now look at that. It's its own inflow-outflow boundary system. Look at that. Look at that.
I give
Yep,
up.
look at that. Look at that. That's why I'm saying this is so dangerous. That's why this thing has a mind of its own and it's locked in this area. So until this lifts out, it's its own front.
Chasers coming on out to the fray. Chasers coming out to the fray.
That's the bad part, guys.
And storm chasers are out and about. So, this is about the time of night, though, that people are going to start waking back up. All the chasers who didn't think nothing was going to happen too much during the night. But we're in a situation that as soon as the sun comes out, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have a hard time.
Oh, I can already see my team throwing a fucking frenzy.
Well, you get them under control. But I have a freaking marginal risk here, and it's going to be snowing. So I'm going to probably get thunder snow.
What the fuck is thunder snow?
Bruh, where you get like thunder during a snowstorm and lightning and stuff.
Oh, hell no. Fuck that.
Yeah, no, it probably is going to be. Look, do you see that I have? Look, but if you look at the convective outlook, I'm in it.
Wrong screen. Hold on. Microsoft Edge tab.
So here's the summary.
Just picked up on a marker.
Severe thunderstorms capable of producing locally damaging wind gusts and a few tornadoes remain possible tonight, mainly across northern and central Louisiana into southwestern Mississippi. This includes the risk for a strong tornado or two. Lies. There's been dozens of tornadoes tonight.
Too many to count.
Oh, is that my SPC? Nope, that's not mine. Go back to all SPC. Nope. All SPC forecasts. Hit that. And then go down to convective outlook.
Okay, I've got K6. And it's moving east-northeast at 81 miles an hour. Down below Vidalia.
The mid-latitude westerlies across the eastern Pacific through the western Atlantic have amplified to the point that a number of mid-level cyclones have evolved. Oh, there's multiple. Oh, so we've just got multiple land hurricane vortices. Oh my God, you guys. Okay, and no wonder this is so bad. With a short, strong wave impulse to forecast to continue digging across the northeast through tonight. Another broad but somewhat less potent cyclone is beginning to stall upstream over the middle Missouri Valley vicinity, with the weaker low farther upstream centered across the eastern Pacific. A couple of mid-level highs may also begin to become more prominent late tonight into Wednesday at somewhat higher latitudes offshore of the British Columbia coast and over the northern Quebec vicinity. Beneath the interior U.S., a low deep surface cyclone will gradually occlude overnight, with a significant surface cold front surging southward through the central and southern Great Plains. This is preceded by a weaker surface front, which remains a primary focus of thunderstorm development this evening, currently from southeastern Missouri into East Texas.
Now, hold on.
Which they got that wrong.
Stop.
Yeah, they got that. Yeah, they got that wrong.
Stop, because I'm going to stop screen sharing for a minute. I'm in southeast Missouri for all y'all bastards that want to know. And that was some bullshit, because the only thing we got was rain.
0.01.
That was it.
I know.
I call some
So
bullshit.
Well, East Texas and the Piney Woods got it though, but a lead cold front is forecast to slowly advance eastward and southeastward into the lower Ohio, Mississippi valleys and northwestern Gulf Coast. At the same time, a wedge of potentially cold air will be maintained across much of the southeast as far as southwest as portions of southern Alabama into eastern Mississippi through daybreak.
Pause. You're right here in about 2 minutes.
Why?
National Forest is still jumping out.
They Discord. I just got a Discord notification. They're getting ready to issue another tornado warning.
1.5.
Lord. Okay.
I'm waiting for it to pop.
Man, I'm never gonna get to sleep. Okay, so at the same time, a wedge of potentially cold air will be maintained across much of the southeast as far west as southwest as portions of southern Alabama into eastern Mississippi through daybreak. In between, a narrowing plume of moist confluent Gulf return flow appears likely to persist across the Louisiana coast through the lower Mississippi Valley vicinity. However, an initially strong low-level jet, 30 to 50 knots, around 850 millibars, appears likely to gradually weaken. Lies! Nothing
And
weakened.
guys, I'm gonna say this: 30 to 50 knots is about the 60 to 70 miles an hour.
Right, correct.
Just
And
gonna say that.
850 millibars is a level in the atmosphere.
And that's also, if we put it in a category sense, as a hurricane, that would be a Cat 5. So it's as strong as a Cat 5.
Despite this gradual weakening, sizable clockwise curved low-level photographs are forecast to be maintained well into night, ahead of the southeastward advancing cold front, particularly across parts central and northern Louisiana into southwestern Mississippi, where a seasonably moist boundary layer will remain characterized by a weak to moderate cape. This may continue to support discrete supercell structures that could become capable of producing tornadoes, including the risk for a strong tornado or two. Although the mid-upper flow will remain at least broadly diffluent across the lower Mississippi Valley region overnight, the lack of more substantive mid to upper support appears likely to remain a limiting factor with regard to potential for more widespread severe weather. The primary upstream shortwave within the broader scale cyclonic flow surrounding the middle Mississippi Valley cyclone is still digging across Arizona and only forecast to reach the Texas South Plains Pecos Valley vicinity after turning eastward later tonight.
Bullshit.
Yeah, we got a bunch of stuff going on at once, basically, with this convective outlook. But look, y'all, I am in the convective outlook. That is ridiculous. There's no rain. It's just snow, y'all. Like, make it make sense. Like, no.
And guys, this is where I'm gonna say I'm gonna call it a fucking night, because tomorrow's just gonna be worse. And this is the SPC outlook for tomorrow, just to give y'all a fucking
we should at least show everybody the SPC outlook, so people know what to get ready for tomorrow.
This is the SPC. Oh, Jared's finally shut up. Thank God.
Oh, look how there's some heavy snow getting. It's north of me. Goodness.
Although they did put a severe thunderstorm warning out for that one that was done.
We're gonna be in a 10 sig.
National Park.
Oh my God, we're in a 10 sig.
So I'm pretty sure that one might get warned here soon because it's severe now.
Interstates, counties, you can guys just kind of see what we're doing.
Yeah, it's definitely not dissipating.
It's tomorrow. It's tomorrow. But I'm gonna give a quick life update, and Scarlett can kill me later.
Okay, yeah, that's cool. Hold on, I just want to look up really quick one thing before we go into you. I was just looking at. I'm everywhere around me is in winter storm warnings.
Snow.
They're saying, yep. And then I've got a winter storm warning remains in effect until 6 a.m.
Sure is a lot of
Plan on slippery road conditions if you must travel. But I don't think I haven't heard a plow at all. Nor I've only seen 2 cars tonight as well. Which, I mean, I don't get tons of traffic here, but I definitely don't get just 2 cars. So it's like, oh, holy snow. Oh, it's just piling up on these trees. Oh my goodness. Hold on. Probably not, because this device won't let me. Oh my goodness, you guys. It's so bad out there. Oh my gosh. I gotta grab the other device so I can just show you. Give them an update and then I'll grab the other device so I can show them what it looks like outside. Dwayne.
What? I was saying good night, motherfucker. I signed off for the night.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know where you were because I have you muted because you told me not to have your volume up.
No, I fucking said I was done. I done did it for the night.
Okay, so yeah, you can give everybody an update. I'm gonna grab the other device so I can show people what it looks like outside because it
I wanted you here for the update, ma'am.
Well, I am here for the update. All I got to do is switch devices. It takes 2 seconds.
Yeah, and you're gonna miss the update.
I'm not gonna miss the update. Hold on 1 second. Calm down, friend.
Ramp itself up. Although the tornado watch.
Okay, now I just got to get out of the.
All right.
I'm not gonna miss nothing, Dwayne.
For a lot of you that did not know, because I have been radio silent. Well, actually, I'm just gonna be honest. I quit. Let's just be honest. After a fallout with me and Scar, not gonna get into all of it, but for the past couple months, actually, what Scarlett say the past month and a half? Scarlett, are you there?
I'm here now.
It's like for the past month and a half, me and Scarlett's barely talked. I have done nothing but been an asshole. But guys, I live in Missouri. Oh my God, go away. Go away. I don't want to see it.
Look how bad it is. My tree is like hanging, y'all. It don't hang that far. I hope none of my branches break, and I'm scared for my big tree.
I'm about to make a really bad joke, but it looks like God just jizzed all over the earth and said, bucket.
Oh my God, it's so bad. Like, there wasn't this much snow when I went to bed. I know that.
Well, I know that when God says, let there be light, I didn't think he was talking about
That's my roast first.
But, so like I said, it took me a while to realize, I made a mistake. I did some things I probably shouldn't have done and said some things I shouldn't have done. And after talking to Scarlett and, realizing that it wasn't worth my friendship being destroyed, me and Scarlett have came back together and we're there. But for a lot of you that are about to find out, I'm gonna disappear again Friday. As if I passed my driver's license test. For all of you who don't know, I bought a car. I have my temps, and I'm moving. I'm moving in with my girlfriend in the next 3 days, 3, 4, 5 days, maybe. I think it's 5 days. That this is about to happen. And, me and Scarlett are friends. You know what? And that's what matters to me is I've got my friends back. I've got my family back. And I've got you guys. Like I said, there was some really... Scarlett, unmute yourself because we're going to have a conversation for a minute. Come here. Come back here.
These kids is crazy. I'll be back.
So, like, guys, there was a lot that happened. Like, literally, when I say a lot that happened, a lot has happened. And I didn't want it to happen the way it did, but God decided to go like, hey, this is going to happen, but it's made our friendship stronger in the long run. And you guys are going to start seeing more of me again coming back with live weather coverage, live updates. You're going to see my interaction again with the Facebook page. So guys, just really, when you guys see me on, just really start paying attention to what I'm getting ready to do. Because, guys, there's going to be some new topics that get brought up. You guys are about to see a whole brand new side of me. You hug it out and you're a brother and sister again. Fam is forever. Amen to that, Pam. Fam is forever. And you find out literally through arguments and fights who the real ones are. Because when you have an argument and you have a fight, you guys might love each other from a distance for a hot minute, but you guys come back.
Truth.
You guys come back to the fact of the matter, like, this ain't worth it. The drama and the bullshit's not worth it no more.
Mm-mm.
And, like I said, I've bought a car. I've got my temps. I'm about to have my license on Thursday for the first time.
I'm very proud of the things that you have achieved doing.
I am, and I wish you could have been there for him, because...
Me too. But now I get to be there for all these things, so that's good.
Like I said, guys, I'm going to disappear for like another week after these storms now because I'm getting ready to move and I got to process and start coping that I'm living with it. So, guys, for the second time in my life, I'm just going to point this out now, live on air. For the second time in my life, because Scarlett can attest, the only significant other that I have lived with is my son's mother.
True. No, I can attest to that part.
And that was when I was 20 years old. I am about to be 25, and I'm moving in with my girlfriend. Guys, I have lived in like 4 different states by now. I have lived in Ohio, I've lived in West Virginia, I've lived in Tennessee, I went back to Ohio, I lived in Alabama, went back to Ohio, and now I'm in Missouri. I'm done moving.
Right.
I'm done.
I don't blame you.
And and it's like, I know a lot of you guys that are our viewers have messaged me, and I've got those messages, and I'm thankful for them. But at the same time, the reason I didn't respond is not because I don't love you guys, because I do. You guys know that when we come on here and we do what we do, it's out of love, it's out of understanding, it's wanting to inform you guys of what's going on in the world. But at the same time, I wasn't in a place where I could respond. So, like, the messages or the phone calls, I've listened to a lot of your guys' voicemails, and they were pretty awesome, and I do love you guys. But mentally, I lost it. I lost myself 100% mentally, and I think Scarlett will agree. Scarlett?
Oh, what? Oh, Mr. Tire woke up and was messing with me. So, yeah.
You would agree that I lost myself mentally.
You did for a minute, but you got it back quickly. And that's what, in the end, that's what matters. You know what I mean? You were able to recognize it and recover faster than you would have any other time in your life. So you got to give yourself credit for that.
And I do, because normally when I would have a mental outbreak like that, are you going to have your son with you? All right. So, sensitive subject. No, I do not have Dean.
Everybody pray that Julie will soften her heart to eventually allow that to happen.
Yeah, we're just going to remove my live Facebook page. Just delete that on my Facebook page. Thanks. I'll just do it off there. I just want you to remove it. Hold on.
Ain't nobody going to watch it all the way to the end.
Well, Julie would, so I just removed it.
Why? Because we said we would hope that we pray that her heart is softened and eventually lets you have your son. I dare her to get upset about that.
My son's mother is a bitch.
I was trying to use nice words, but you get my point. Like, there's nothing wrong with saying that.
When have I ever used nice words towards my son's mother?
No, but I mean, I'm just saying, I'm trying to, just so maybe that if she would hear it, she would try to think about it and be like, you know what? Even for a week, that would make your whole everything. I know it would.
And you know what? And the girl that I'm with now has already told me if anything would ever happen to Julie, she would already legally adopt my son. That way I know if anything happens to me, I know he's not going somewhere else. I know he's not going to go back to like Julie's mom or dad or my mom or my sister. I'm not saying they can't take care of him, but somebody would respect my wishes as a parent. And for all you people out, and for everybody out there going like,
Dwayne's on bullshit.
Yeah, Dwayne was on bullshit. Dwayne's not on bullshit this time, fortunately.
I know, right? Usually, right. You see, exactly.
And guys, if y'all have known me normally, I'm on bullshit. I'm always on bullshit. I've been on bullshit. I am the definition of, guess what? Bullshit.
Oh, don't worry about it, Pam. Dwayne's not upset you asked.
No, Pam. No, I'm not upset at all. And and to give an update on my son, since you guys have not seen the baby in over a year, he is almost 4 years old. He is 3.5 foot tall. He weighs about 65 fucking pounds.
Dang, he a chunk.
Nah, he's
You know, little one, that my little one, she don't even weigh that much.
but he is skinny.
Is he?
He is skinny. Here, you know what? I'll just pull the picture, Dean. Hold on. He is skinny.
Yeah, but that's like solid or something, cause shit.
When I say this boy is skinny, this little fucker, dude, is skinny. This little bastard. Where's he at? Oh, wrong page. Hold on. Oops. I just showed y'all Julie's timeline. My bad. Sorry,
Is
Julie.
that him in her cover photo though?
That's an older picture. Here is what my son looks like currently.
Wow, he is big. Oh my god, he looks just like you.
Here, and I'll zoom in for y'all that can't see.
Oh my god, if that's not you doing, well, kind of a little bit of Julie too, but it is you.
That is my 3-year-old child.
He looks bigger than 3.
That is my 3.
He looks 6.
That's my 3-year and 9-month-old child.
He looks 6 years
My
old.
son just turned 3 years and 9 months 2 days ago.
Well, Dwayne, I think everything will work out. I think things will turn the way that they need to. We'll have to make a show doing the night talk since this was weather related tonight.
And I just wanted to give y'all an update.
Yeah, I'm sure everybody wanted to know, especially our listeners here on Freedom Revolution Network. We did kind of a multi-group broadcast between United National Weather Team, Freedom Revolution Network, the Night Talk. So it was a collaborative broadcast tonight, just trying to get back on the air and getting you guys into the swing of how we're going to do some of these new weather broadcasts. But, stay tuned. We know you guys are always here for us. We're always here for you at the Freedom Revolution Network. Stay tuned for many different changes and new things. Like, I hadn't even got to announce United National Weather Team to everybody. So now everybody gets to know about it. We're running it. We have a YouTube. We have a Facebook page. We're going to try to come up with some groups. We have a domain. I just have to start building the website. I'm going to work with Mel to do that.
Do we have a domain for FRN
And Dwayne's
yet?
only going to be 40 minutes away from Mel, y'all.
Yeah, I'm going to be in West Plains, Missouri come Friday or Saturday. I am putting this out there. Prayer requests are greatly appreciated that I passed my driver's test on Thursday.
You got this, Dwayne.
Because I failed the last time because my left turns were too sharp.
Gotta slow it down, Dwayne. Smooth.
Bro, he's going to be a linebacker or a basketball player. Pam, don't even get me started. Fuck that.
I know, because he's already just big and solid, looking like an 8-year-old walking around.
Fuck that, but he looks like an 8-year-old, but that motherfucker can walk silent and you don't even know he's walking past you.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, like, he looks almost like as tall as the little one, my little one.
Yeah, no, and guys, and I'm gonna say this with this being the Night Talk, the United National Weather Team, FRN. I'm also on another team, which I will not say out of respect for Scarlett.
Thank you.
This is kind of like a multi-broadcast thing. Like, hey, look, and I even called her like, hey, look, I want to do this. Just to get back in the ropes of things, because you guys deserve to know what's going on out there with the weather when the National Weather Service wants to fuck shit up like they've been doing for the past 2.5 fucking weeks. I'm getting tired of it. I was on the phone with them 5 times tonight.
We all have been, and that's what we're creating here with the United National Weather Team, to give the alerts, watch the radar, before even the National Weather Service does, to try to protect property and lives. Eventually, we want chasers in every state. Eventually, we're also going to want search and rescue teams that can go in afterwards, provide mutual aid and help. We'll make it there eventually. We're just a brand new baby team. We've literally not even been around for a week as UNWT, but
It's only been
Dwayne
5
and
days
I,
that
you guys
know
know, our listeners from Freedom Revolution Network know we've done something like this for many years. This is how me and Dwayne met. So with that being said, just stay tuned for new and better things.
of.
I'll be here.
6 years next year.
I know. It's amazing. Time flies when you're having fun, Dwayne. I'll tell you what.
And you know what?
And so with that being said, I want everybody, to just stay safe. I'm going to try to stay safe here. Everybody just pray my power stays on, y'all. That's all I really care about, to be honest.
Right.
And that this tree don't snap on my house. Those two things.
And if you guys
I'll be very happy.
And if you guys do want to become a trained spotter, only thing you guys have to do is go to spotternetwork.com, and I'll literally show you guys how to do this. It is so
We could do a webinar. No, we'll do a special webinar for it because now we can do it on yes, we could do an actual webinar where you could teach them how to sign up and all that.
I'll take you guys through on how to sign up with Spotter Network, teach you guys how to use MetEd, get the 2 certifications that are required through MetEd to become what they call a spotter/chaser in your conventional learning for spotters. In both of those trainings.
Yeah, and once we teach you guys how to do that, then you could be activated on United National Weather Team. We also use Zello, which is a walkie-talkie communication app. That's what you heard us talking back and forth through tonight, and we could teach you guys how to use that too. But then you could be a member, field operations member of United National Weather Team, so that you could report in weather from your area, or if you're in an area where you're going to be seeing, some of the severe weather that people are talking about, you would be able to share it. So we want to open that option up to the public. And Dwayne and I will come up with a webinar class and a time to do it.
And I will.
And then whoever would like to join, sure can.
Where's my email? And then my email is back up and running for everybody who wants to know. It's down here in the bottom.
Well, I don't know if Ryan Hall y'all wants to collaborate or not, but what I do know is we're building our own team out here, and so we'll see what we can do.
Fucking email off.
For
anybody who wants to sign up for the webinar, email me at Dwayne@freedomrevolutionnetwork.com. I will get you signed up directly with Scarlett because I will send her all of my emails that she has that I receive.
I believe that when we create the webinar, they can sign up with their email too. So stay tuned for more details on that. We'll figure out how the webinar features work. And I'm pretty sure once we create it, you can sign up for it with your email, and then we can get you guys in the loop.
Yep, and like I said...
Oh, I have a generator, Pam. Don't worry about that. I'll go back in the camper if I lose power.
Yep, and to
be honest.
Like I was saying for y'all, until we get it set up, if you guys want to, we will do a whole Skywarn spotter training with you guys on how to get all this set up, what you guys need to know, the in and outs of being a spotter, the ins and outs of being a chaser, the safety protocols and everything behind it.
We could also teach you alert announcing. We could teach you dispatch if you're interested in that. We'll train you how to be on a weather team. How these new types of teams, these hybrid teams function, and all that good fun stuff. So stay tuned.
The webinar,
no cost, free $99, Pam. Free $99 is the cost.
It is absolutely free. I'm not going to charge you guys because literally the goal and the mission of becoming a spotter/chaser is to save lives and to save property. And if we can do that together, because what you guys don't know and don't understand, and I will say this real quick, spotters are literally the main source for the National Weather Service.
Correct.
We are the ones who get them out quick, because when you guys get a spotter ID number, which you guys have to go through the training and everything inside the Spotter Network, which I'll explain when we do the webinar, you guys will be able to make reports out to the National Weather Service directly. It goes directly to the National Weather Service.
Yeah, because you have a Skywarn spotter number, and then too, you can get on the National Weather Service discussion. You can get messages to them, and you can call them as well. People forget when you're a spotter, you can always call whatever National Weather Service you need to call to let them know.
Even if you're not a spotter, they have an information number. Say if you have a severe thunderstorm in your area.
Correct.
You can call the National Weather Service and go like, hey, I have a storm in my area. Can I get some information on it? My radio's not working. My TV's not working. I have no power. I would like an update on what you guys know. And they will give it to you. And like I said, I'm not going to charge anybody. But until we get the webinar set up, email me, Dwayne at freedomrevolutionnetwork.com. I check my email maybe like once or twice daily, once in the morning, once at night before I go to bed. And I will reply to you as soon as possible because, guys, you got to remember, being a show host, we get a lot of emails in. So if we don't get back to you in time, it's because we're trying to reply to other people at the same time. And we're busy with day-to-day life, inside the house life, work, weather teams. So, guys, just be patient with us if we don't get back to an email. I believe Scarlett's email is going to be stationmanager@freedomrevolutionnetwork.com. Scarlett, did I say that
That is
right?
correct. Yes, station manager at freedomrevolutionnetwork.com.
Yep. So you can email me and you can email her, and we'll collaborate with each other. But when we do the webinar, guys, I'm going to be honest with you. Be prepared for a lengthy ass fucking webinar. It's going to be long. I'm saying at least give us 3 hours. And that's to go over the information with you guys. That's to go over some of the training.
I mean, our people sit with us for 5-hour live streams. I'm sure they'd sit there for a 5-hour webinar.
And then what we'll do is when we go through the spotter network, I've done this with a couple people. It's kind of disencouraged, but I do it anyways. I will take you guys through the quiz myself on the spotternetwork.com. I'll take you guys through the quiz, and I'll give you guys the answers to each of the ones, because sometimes, because there's so many sections, and I'll say this, I'm going to kind of ruin it here for a minute, but there's like 40, like 25, 30 sections of videos and stuff you have to go watch and read in. That takes so long, and I'm not going to do that to you guys. But when it comes to Met Ed, you guys really need to pay attention, because I'm going to teach you guys different wall clouds formations, where the stability at is in the storm, where tornadoes normally produce. So
Don has over 20, and you can learn so many things from Met Ed. Don has over 26 certifications from Met Ed.
I think I got like 9 certifications right now through Met Ed. Met Ed is a really good site where you guys want to learn weather.
There's even volcanology ones, earthquake ones, all types of them. So for our listeners here, it actually would be beneficial.
And for you guys who want to learn radar, they have a whole setup on Met Ed here. Hold on, because I'll just log into my Met Ed real quick, because that's just me. Home. Sign in. Dwayne0@gmail.com. All right. I'm a screen share. I know Scarlett said don't show it, but I'll do it, just to give you guys just kind of an idea of what Met Ed truly is. So Met Ed is literally this. You go to education and training, and guys, literally when we say they have a crap ton of stuff, they have 564 lessons, 56 courses, and 7 university course support classes you can take, and it's all free. You just have to register with your name, your email, date of birth, everything. And guys, this is literally what you have to do. And the 2 that I did, and I'll just show
and
you.
there's so many different things that, like, honestly, like, I haven't done too much Met Ed yet, but because I know a lot, but I would love to have the certifications for them. So I'm going to go back and do a lot of the stuff I know.
These are the 2 that you need for being a spotter. It's your Skywarn Spotter Convective Basics.
Unless you go through the National Weather Service.
National Weather Service, yeah, but those, like, you have to pre-plan those and make sure nothing comes up.
Yeah, no, but I'm just saying, I don't want people to think you can't get certified if you go to the National Weather Service class or do the online version. It is the same thing.
Yeah,
this is just equivalent with Spotter Network, because you're not in person. So they have you take these 2 classes, because it's like a lot of the things that they would cover in person at that,
right,
at the class.
And so, like, what I did is, you guys can see the completion time is anywhere from an hour to an hour and 25 minutes in between the courses. Once I passed mine with a 70%, a 79%, missed a couple questions, which is fine. You have to have at least a 70 or higher to pass the class. But like I said, if you guys want to go to Met Ed, I'll explain more about Spotter Network on the webinar and more about this later. But if you guys want to go on there, go to Met Ed. It's going to be meted.home. Sign up, log in, Skywarn Spotter Convective Basics, and Role of the Skywarn Spotter. Role of the Skywarn Spotter is literally going to teach you the history behind spotters. And for all of y'all did not know, did y'all know the spotter network actually started in 1941 is when it started. So spotters have been around for over 80 years. Just come to think about it, Scarlett. 80 years spotters have been around.
Makes sense. I mean, even before that, I'm sure there were folks on the farm like, oh, skies look like something's coming. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure there were spotters probably way before that. You know what I mean?
Right, and and
But like
spotters
the idea of organized spotters, you know what I'm saying? Like,
and
but I'm
spotters
sure
were
there were people observing the weather, but as far as being organized like we are now.
in fun fact, spotters were actually made to guard and report weather near ammunition sites, nuclear sites. So that's where spotters originated from, was reporting to the National Weather Service like, hey, there's really bad storms in this area.
Probably because they wanted to protect their assets and want to know if there were storms or lightning by ammunition so that it wouldn't blow off charges and etc.
Yep. So that's where our spotters really came from. And the great thing today is we have access to become a spotter for free and work directly with the National Weather Service. Every time I've called the National Weather Service, I've gave them my spotter ID number. It's like a 6 fucking number thing. I give it to them. I go like, hey, my name is Dwayne with yada, yada, yada.
Do you have a National Weather Service number or just a spotter network number?
The spotter network number is equivalent to the...
See, that's probably why they treat you like that, though. You got to wait until you see the NWS training and then do it online or in person.
So here.
Because once you have their number, then they act like they want to listen to you.
So here, and I'll just share this real quick because you're not going to be able to see the top information of what I'm trying to show y'all. So, shit.
Right.
Stop, because I don't want you guys can't see the top number of what I'm giving you.
Right.
So literally, this is what they'll give you, which is a public ID number. God damn it, Dwayne. Okay, I don't care. None of you are going to use. Yeah, you guys might use my application number. I don't know who you guys are. So,
I don't think anybody would do that, though.
So okay. So anyways. So they'll give you an application number. They'll give you your username, a public ID. Your public ID is really going to be what you use to report. You never, ever, ever, ever use this number. This number is for using things like hooking up radar scope, hooking up radar omega, hooking up chaser location, which is an app on your phone which will track you 24/7. They'll give you a username. They'll give you your public ID number. This is where your reporting comes in. Now, you make 2 false reports, your account can get banned because they also track you with your social security number. Now, when I say you guys can submit reports, you guys can literally submit reports. This is literally what we see. Floods, flash floods, measure wind speed, rotating wall cloud, hail size, tornado, funnel cloud. This is the type of stuff that we get to do. And you guys can see it's going to give my spotter ID, my full name, my email, my phone number, and my geological location is what it will give. And that's how we just get reports and stuff out to the National Weather Service. And they love us for it. Sometimes they hate us because we correct them on what they see, and then we put a report in, or we call. I call. Black using Spotter Network. I call. But, guys, I'll explain more in the webinar. Just kind of want to give you guys a quick show of what it was in case for you. I'm like, well, what the fuck is this? Well, now you know what it is. So we'll run through more of the basics and everything together. Me and Scarlett will, or I will. Or both, probably both of us, because we get more things done together. Literally. 2 peas in 1 pod can't get rid of us that easily. People have tried. And
they have tried. They have failed.
I mean, God, I've been called a terrorist, for God's sake.
I know, Dwayne, but you know what? Some people probably are jealous of our friendship, to be honest. People probably wish they had friends like us, to be honest. So it's like, I get why people might want to try to tear us apart and turn us against each other.
And it's not even, and we're more than friends. And for all of y'all, I'm going to finally come out and say it on air. For all of y'all that don't know, Scarlett is actually my godmother.
It is
Passed down the title. She was given
No,
the title
his
by my
mother
mom.
actually, I was gonna say his mother actually has sanctioned it. Like, it's not like we're joking. Like, no, it's real.
When y'all hear me call Scarlett mom or something, it's not because I'm joking. She's literally like my mother. It's weird because Scarlett's only like, what, 6 years, 7 years, 8 years older than me?
I am 10 years older than you,
Are you
Dwayne.
34?
I bet, yes.
I thought you were like 32 or 33.
No, I am 10 years older than you, Dwayne.
Buck. And
Mhm.
damn, you make me feel young.
I know, that's why you think we always be picking on you as the young person, Dwayne. Now you get it.
What, like the one thing you tagged me and says how me, TLO, and Tim feel when y'all come to us bitching and complaining? Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. Remember that? Yeah, see, now you get it.
But guys, me and Spotter ID, does that have to be registered in every state? That is a really good question, and the answer is no.
No. Once you would get one from either Spotter Network or National Weather Service, that would follow you. Now, you would want to register to the office that you live closest to. So let's say you change jurisdiction. Then you would want to just let the National Weather Service know.
And you
Like,
only
hey, I
have
want my home.
And you only have to do that with the National Weather Service number. With the Spotter number, you don't have to register.
No, and I don't think you even have to do it with Skyward. It's just that they like to know where you're at. It's just a courtesy. You wouldn't have to do it.
Well, with Spotter Network, I know that if you are a National Weather Service employee, it says about a National Weather Service employees, EMA, county employees, and media, please send an email containing your private SNID to blank at spotternetwork.org from your work email account to have your account flagged so you see appropriate contact information. Now, what that does...
Now that's something to think about to do, Dwayne, because you have a domained business email.
Well, I have to get a National Weather Service number first here, ma'am, and I got to get my courses scheduled.
Yeah,
so
just find out when they're doing them, because they've been doing winter ones this winter that qualify you for the spotter course.
And so, guys, I will also start pay attention. Okay, guys, pay attention to the Freedom Revolution Network page. You can't tell really who's posting, but we put our names on the bottom of them, or at the top saying, "Hey, this is Dwayne," or "Hey, this is Scarlett," or "Hey, this is Tim." One of us just coming out there letting you know. But when I start seeing courses for the National Weather Service, I will start posting the webinar links to the page, going like, "Hey, it's free. Go to this site and register." Now, the National Weather Service class,
and they let you register even if you're not from that area too. So if there's one in my area, you can register for it. And then they were doing advanced radar recently too. So that's something for people, if they don't want to know. Meta is easy enough, but if you happen to come upon and your National Weather Service is doing a class, highly recommend doing those too.
I recommend if the National Weather Service in any state is doing one, take the damn class.
Because a lot of them are doing them online still since COVID, but a lot of them are going back to in person too.
And I'm going to tell you this. I still suggest getting your Spotter Network number. I also suggest getting your Met.
I need to get that then, because I haven't got that yet.
Well, gee, like I just told you, go to spotternetwork.com, make an account, and then tomorrow, if you want to, I'll take you through the quiz.
Sounds good. I'm sure I could pass the quiz shit.
Do you know what?
Well, I just made a radar quiz and all that shit for our team, so I'm pretty sure I'm good.
Oh, I gotta get my
I'm a lot better than I think, and you know what's sad is it's all self-taught. I didn't take any classes.
Neither did I.
Didn't. You know what I mean? Like, it was all self-taught. Half of what you know, Dwayne, came from me. Shit.
Yeah, and here's my thing too, guys. And fact, that means I have to get my level 3 radar shit for you guys. God damn it, I don't have it yet.
Yeah, you need to be a level 3 radar tech. Come on, dude, because The thing is, I'm sure I can pass level 3 because I give my level 3s advice on things. So it's like, I know I'm way past that, but I would like to make sure I have all the basics down, you know?
Hold on, I'm gonna see what Med Ed has
Thank
for
you,
radar.
Pam. Thank you, Pam. You know what? I have Pam, you're like my dinger over on UNWT because I made Dinger tell everybody about hydration breaks.
Radar signatures for severe convective weather. That's what I need to do. That will give me my level 3 through Med Ed. That's fine. I can do that tomorrow. Yes, I have been hydrating. I went and got a bottle of water. But guys, we are at 2 hours almost. We're gonna end it. I'm going to bed. Miss Scarlett, do you have anything you would like to say over there, ma'am?
No, that's about it. I'm glad we could do this. I'll probably edit this video for UNWT.
No, that's fine. I'll probably edit it
And
for the night talk.
Yeah, we'll go from there. Maybe we'll edit it and re-upload it.
We might. But guys, from the seas to the skies, from a universe made by God and love. Good night, y'all. Scarlett?
From the land of 10,000 frozen lakes. Good night, universe.
Good night, guys.